Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Have you heard the rumor that's been circulating throughout the XRP community over the last few days? It's that the United States FedNow system is using XRP. And here's the headline on the screen from the Crypto Basic. FedNow reportedly processed XRP transaction sent to U.S. bank account. And the FedNow system, in case you're not familiar, it's a payment system in the United States that offers full-time 24/7 365 payment and settlement, which is a huge upgrade from historically what has been commonplace within the financial system here domestically in the good old United States where I live. And so there was speculation leading up to the launch of this thing. Hey, Ripple's been talking to him. XRP's going to get used for this thing. And I have made multiple videos in the past explaining why that doesn't make any damn sense. And I'll briefly touch on that, but I want to share with you specifically why people have been generating this particular rumor. And although it did start circulating on April 1st, it was not an April Fool's joke. It was not. And this article is actually from April 3rd here. But I wanted to take some time to talk about this and explain why this is absolute nonsense. And we'll just go from there. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, piece reads as follows. Pseudonymous XRP community member Crypto Value Hunter recently suggested that FedNow processed an XRP fund sent to his bank account from the Uphold crypto platform. The XRP community member disclosed this in a post on X. Crypto Value Hunter revealed that he withdrew funds from his Uphold account in XRP to his bank, and the funds hit the target account instantly. Furthermore, he expressed surprise at the entity that settled the transaction based on the information in the payment description. Per the disclosure, the XRP funds were processed by FedNow, the U.S. Federal Reserve Instant Payment System. This revelation has sparked significant optimistic remarks from community members, considering the swift transfer settlement, a prime characteristic of XRP transactions, and the alleged involvement of FedNow. X-user Chris Gates confirmed to have experienced a similar instant settlement when he orchestrated similar transactions, and he said, quote, "The implications of this transaction are enormous. Global integration and adoption are occurring much faster than the vast majority of people realize," end quote. And so let's break this down. What's actually happening here? XRP is getting used with Uphold in the FedNow system? What? Stop the press. That sounds amazing, except for it's not happening. So here's what Crypto Value Hunter actually posted with the screen grab on your screen for those of you that care to look. He wrote, "Just sent money from Uphold to my bank using XRP." Let's just pause right there already. No, you didn't. No offense to this guy, but you didn't do that. That literally didn't happen. And it's impressive. So the guy's got close to 7,000 followers, which is impressive. It's not every person that ends up gaining that type of following. But that type of following normally wouldn't have a post that would get the number of views this got, which is part of the reason I wanted to highlight. Like, this has been widely circulated in our community, and if you're not on X, you probably didn't know that. But what's on your screen right now has been seen 280,000 times. I've never had a video with 280,000 individual views. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of eyeballs on this thing. So he says, "Just sent money from Uphold to my bank using XRP." I'll just be clear. No, he didn't, and I will show you, and I will prove it to you. What he did was he sold something. He sold apparently XRP, and then he had money on Uphold, and then that money that was on Uphold was transferred to his bank account. That's it, and I will prove it. Like that is what happened. XRP wasn't used in the process somehow to facilitate this, which is what people are thinking here. And he said, and nothing against this guy either. Like he may just legitimately have some sort of misunderstanding about what took place there, and that's fine. In which case, happy to clear this up. But there are lots of people believing mistakenly that XRP has somehow used in the plumbing as a result of this. It just isn't. He then says, "The transaction took place almost immediately. But to my surprise, look who settled the transaction. Before, if pictures are worth 1,000 words, then you know what this means." And here you can see, share the screen grab facilitating the transaction, the FedNow system. There you go. FedNow deposit. XRP FedNow. Oh, it did happen. Except for no, it didn't. It definitely didn't. There should be no excitement around this. That is not what's happening here. But there's also this post, and this kind of fanned the flames further. This is one of the reasons I want to talk about this, because this hasn't slowed down. So I told you this conversation started at the beginning of the month, April 1st. It's still going. So here's a post from April 3rd from Jack the Ripple. He wrote, Jack the Rippler, he said, boom. That's a lot of O's in there. And then did I do when I delivered it? He's got 4 exclamation points. Did I have 4 exclamation points worth of excitement in that, or should I try a little more? I can try a little more excited for you. Maybe I'll throw in a few extra O's too. Boom! Was that more exciting? Did I sound more excited to you? I gave him my best, folks. So he wrote boom, and then he said FedNow reportedly processed XRP transaction sent to U.S. bank account. No, that didn't happen. FedNow did not process an XRP transaction. Now, that was reposted by Uphold, the cryptocurrency exchange. I wish that they would have corrected that, because that's not what happened. Now, I'm a big fan of Uphold, so I don't want to be overly critical. Like, they're fantastic. I've been using them for almost 6 years. I think come this summer, it'll be 6 years for me, or somewhere thereabout anyway. They're great. I've used them recently. Big fan of Uphold here. They've been really good to the XRP community. They're an exchange that did not delist XRP when every other exchange under the damn sun did, when the SEC sued Ripple claiming XRP was a security. I'm a gigantic fan of Uphold. So just a small critique here. I really wish they would have corrected what Jack the Rippler said, because it's literally not true. But Uphold reposted that and wrote the following. Fact: if you reside in the U.S., and your bank works with FedNow or RTP, you can instantly withdraw your XRP to USD on Uphold. Just look for the lightning symbol in-app, select a source of funds, and its destination. Folks, that is true. You can withdraw to United States dollars using Uphold, but that is very different from saying FedNow processed an XRP transaction and then sent it to a U.S. bank account. Those are very different things. And so, to be clear here, FedNow today is only a domestic payment system. It is not converting from one fiat currency to a different fiat currency, which is what you see with Ripple's on-demand liquidity software, now known as Ripple Payments. XRP is used as a bridge currency to convert from one fiat currency to another. Again, the FedNow system, though, in the United States here, it's only a domestic payment system. So again, it's not converting from United States dollars to some sort of other currency. With Uphold, if you choose to withdraw cash, you're moving dollars from them to your bank account. That is a dollars to dollars transaction from their exchange Uphold to your bank account, dollars to dollars. That's it. It's just dollars the whole time. It makes no sense to go from dollars, convert that to XRP, and then convert it back to dollars. You didn't need to do that. You added a step. You already got dollars. There's no... Do you see the problem here? How it doesn't make sense to have XRP in the FedNow system? Do you see why now? You'd be adding an extra step. You'd be adding friction. Be completely unnecessary friction. In fact, adding XRP to this would increase the transaction cost and slow the whole process down. Probably not by a lot, but it would. Why would you make the situation worse? Why would you make the experience worse? Why would you add costs by throwing XRP in the middle? You wouldn't. That makes no sense. XRP is great as a bridge currency, converting from one fiat currency to another. But if you're already in dollars, you don't need to bridge anything. There's nothing to bridge. So it makes no sense. So the idea of XRP being in a FedNow payment flow is an incoherent concept. So what is Uphold actually talking about here? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. They sent a link, they shared a link in that post that I just shared, leading to this page. It's an Uphold page, US dollar bank withdrawals. They write the following: if you reside in the US and want to withdraw from the US, you have 2 ways to do it, depending on your bank account. At Uphold, we provide ACH withdrawal services for USD, giving our customers the flexibility to select between instant and standard processing times for their transactions. And so they have a column here showing what happens with standard withdrawals, ACH, which has just been the commonplace for however many decades, whatever it's been. And then they have a separate column for instant withdrawals. That's the new one. So if you look under standard withdrawals for processing time, you can expect it to take up to 5 days. That's the automated clearinghouse. So the whole process could take up to 5 days. ACH kind of slow, not the best. That's why FedNow was created. You can do it better. What's the fee to use ACH here from Uphold? It's free. What about eligibility? They write here, anyone with a connected bank account can use it, which isn't surprising. It's ACH. It's broadly accepted everywhere in the United States. That shouldn't be surprising. But we do have FedNow now. It is currently available. Not at every bank. It's a newer financial system, but it's available. And so if you want instant withdrawals, if there's compatibility, yes. And so they say here, with instant withdrawals, your funds reach your bank account right away. And that's what Crypto Value Hunter was talking about. It went there right away instantly because they're using the FedNow system. And that's what they said here. Eligibility, you need a bank that works with FedNow. So that means that Crypto Value Hunter's bank uses FedNow, or that wouldn't even be an option. That's what Uphold was talking about with that little lightning icon. That means that their bank, Crypto Value Hunter's bank, is a bank that uses FedNow. And Uphold has integrated with that. That's it. This is a withdrawal. And so that's why when he wrote here again, just sent money from Uphold to my bank using XRP. No, you didn't. What you did was you sold your XRP, you had cash then, and that cash was converted instantly to your checking account because you have a bank that is integrated with FedNow. That's it. There's nothing more to it. In fact, as awesome as that is that it's fast, and it is good that that's an option, it's actually more expensive today. Look at this. If you're using FedNow, there's a variable fee of 1.75% with a minimum of $1 charge and a maximum of $150. So, I can see this being valuable. If you've, say you've got your crazy mega earnings from a crypto bull run and it's time to cash out, and you're like, hey, this is life-changing wealth. I want to get in my bank account ASAP. I'll pay the max fee of $150. Totally got it. For standard withdrawals, though, some people won't even care. You get to choose, though, is the point here. But there's nothing else going on here. XRP is not being used to facilitate the transaction. That's an incoherent concept, as I've just laid out. You can now see. There's also this post from Chad Steingraber, XRP community member. On April 1st, he wrote, Ripple Payments is connected to FedNow service and running bank deposits for Uphold instantly. XRP is being used for domestic transactions. So let me just cut to the chase here. And he shared this screen grab showing that for certain accounts, institutional level, Ripple Payments can be used. And so that's on-demand liquidity has been rebranded to Ripple Payments. This is not new news. So you can look here. Here's an article from October 24th of last year. Ripple teams with Uphold to bolster cross-border payments infrastructure. And so my understanding is, yes, this is an on-demand liquidity thing, again, now known as Ripple Payments. Super duper. You would expect that Ripple would be teaming up with as many exchanges under the sun as possible. Then there's this headline. This is from March 29th of this year from CoinGate. Ripple Payments available on Uphold for institutional investors. Okay. That has nothing to do with FedNow, though. So when he was writing here, FedNow service, Ripple Payments, just to be clear, no. Ripple has teamed up with Uphold, but that has nothing to do with XRP being used in FedNow. It's not the same. This is why I made a video about this. There's a lot of aspects of this. There's been a lot of stuff that's been circulating, and it's a complex topic, so I wanted to take time to break this down as to why it's all nonsense. And so now that I've ripped your hopes and dreams to shreds, have a great day. I don't know. But none of this matters. Like, XRP is still being used as a bridge currency. It's still fantastic for payments. It's about to have an even more vibrant stablecoin ecosystem thanks to Ripple developing their own stablecoin, which they're going to launch later this year. There's still all sorts of developers. That metric has been, on the whole, been trending up for over half a decade. Obviously, speculators the world over think that XRP deserves to be in the top 10 cryptos by market cap, and it has been there for over a decade. Like, there's all sorts of great stuff going on for XRP, but this isn't it, folks. XRP, FedNow, no, it's never going to happen because that would just make things worse. The only thing you could have is XRP being used as a bridge currency to link up an entirely separate payment system in another country. And then if you want to call that quote-unquote part of FedNow, if that happens in the future, okay, then that's a semantics game. Either way, it's not going to be used for domestic transactions, and that's all that FedNow is at this moment. So there we go. All right, I think I've said everything I need to say. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.